to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Pittsburgh. Mike's 59. Check nickel. Kill.
On first down, Grant. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. They find some open field here. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Watch the run.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strong right. Hey. 4 down.
Throwing is Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's it, baby.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
59 Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Black. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
You better come hard next time, son.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
That's going to be a
Jackson will throw again. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Check 13.
Now Jackson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
First carry for Nick Chubb. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54. Oh, here we go. Oh, watch Twiz. Watch Twiz.
Mayfield now. A beautiful fake. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hatch it.
A toss play to Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Dead. 20. Mike's 5-4. I got you. I got you. I got you.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
That's a good shot.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Alert, 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 alert. Done.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it. Now Mayfield lost the football. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line.
Red 180. Right there, 56.
They're not ready for this, man.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Ravens nothing.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Touchdown Browns. Jason Sanders for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On first down, here's Love. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Come on, set. Get the blend.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up fourth down.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Where's 52? Watch 52.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got it first and goal at the 6. To throw again is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Again, Jackson. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Devin White, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. After the sack, third and goal now from the 12.
Army. Mike's 59.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go one more.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And the Raven first down.
53. Mike. Stop your whining. Check 15. Check 64. Wait.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Complete to Marquise Brown. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And Andrews lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
This is my house, baby! My house! None of that! Ready! Check. Pittsburgh. 59. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They come up in an offset eye.
Check, 59. Watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Grant. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flush to his right. That's taken in by Callaway. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
13 yards on the play. And the Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We got double tight. Alert.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. It's now 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check out.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield off the play fake. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, it's Grant. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Go. It's our time.
They go back to Grant. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, watch the slant.
On third down, Grant. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Shut. 59, Lonnie. 59, Mike to 59. We don't want this. Shut up.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Double tight. Hey, boys, we got 4. Check.
Here's Grant. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Jackson operating from the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Gay's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Go!
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Coming to you, coming to you. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Set, ready, 60 yards, 59. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, Grant. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
He's not going to give me. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's see what you got.
Mayfield looks to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third.
Makes the score Browns 21, Ravens 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a give right side. It's Grant. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. Great start to the second quarter. Better than 30 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Check, 59. Focus, defense, focus.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch that. Deuce.
On 3rd down, it's Grant. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And as a result, they could have had the lead with a field goal. Instead, they turn the ball over on downs. The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Shift.
Run. Check your hot read.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Bravo! 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Let's go. Mike's back.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side and almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Quad. Mike, check. 59. Check pass. Let it go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's get that ball right here.
Throwing now is Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Bryce Love out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mike 52. Mike 50. What? Go. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
52 is the mic, right? 52 is the mic.
Here we go, here we go. New Mike 52, Mike 52.
Time to go, night.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is right down the middle. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. He's back to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Results in a 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
He's checking. Crash.
Hey, alert! Real. Hey, we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Hey, wahoo!
Hey, we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I got him.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They're going to need some therapy after that.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30.
Away in this Baltimore victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Ravens, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance.